Hey kids, it's me, Teacher A. Let me help you how to simplify complex fractions. Okay, let's start. So here are some examples of complex fractions. Do you want me to simplify them? Just keep on watching. Okay, so this is our first example. Okay, why do you think this one is a complex fraction? Because you have a fraction in the numerator and you have another fraction in the denominator, right? But this one is easy. Why? Because you only have one fraction in the numerator and then one fraction in the denominator. So this must be easy because all you have to do is to copy the numerator. So you're just going to copy. Pero let's just factor. Kapag nakita nyo naman na pwedeng i-factor, mag-factor na kayo, okay? What do I mean by that? For example, a squared minus b squared. That's factorable. So let's factor it already. So you have a minus b times a plus b. Okay? Okay. Over, so I'm just copying the numerator. Okay? Ito ang numerator. Okay? And then, multiplied by the reciprocal of the denominator. So, ito yung denominator here. So, ano yung reciprocal niya? Here. So, you have a cube times b over a plus b. Okay? And then, humanap kayo ng pwedeng mag-cancel. Okay? So, I think here, it's very obvious. Alright? What else? Here. A squared, tsaka ito. A cube. So, a raised to 1 na lang ang matitira. Right? And, meron din, b. Here. Okay? Matitira, b squared. Alright? Okay, so you try to write it in simplest form. Ayusin nyo lang, and then what do you get? You're going to have, sa taas, you're going to have a, because of this, a, times a minus p. Right? Over, anong meron sa ilalim? It's only b squared. Okay? So you may want also to distribute this a inside. And what do you get? You're going to have a squared minus ab. Okay? Divided by b squared. Okay? Alright. Okay, let's move on to our second example. Okay, so this one is different from the first one because you have two fractions in the numerator and you have two fractions in the denominator also. Okay, so one method to simplify this kind of complex fraction is you try to simplify the numerator first and then you try to simplify the denominator also. Okay, how are we going to simplify? You try to combine this into one fraction. Okay? So, you recall addition or subtraction of rational expressions. Okay? But, if you are familiar with the butterfly method, okay, so, pwede nyong gamitin. Okay? So, how does it work? Ganito yon. But remember, in using the butterfly method, dapat the common factor of the denominator is 1. Wala na silang ibang common factor aside from 1. For example, yung x minus y, hindi naman yan yung mapa-factor. It's like 1 times x minus y na lamang. Also, x plus y. It's 1 times x plus y. So, the only common factor is 1. If you have like that, butterfly method is highly effective. Okay? So, let's simplify the numerator and the denominator using the butterfly method. Okay? Okay, so para lang kayo magdodraw ng butterfly, so it's like this. It's like this. Okay? So, anong ibig sabihin yan? It's like x plus y times 1. So, I'm going to write here. So, I'll have x plus y. Okay? Because that's the answer here. X plus y times 1. And then, I'll copy this operation. It's minus. So, minus. Okay? And then, ito naman, yung pangalawang pair. So, you have x minus y times 3. So, you have 3 times x minus y. And then, all over the product of these two denominators. Okay? But I suggest you don't multiply. I mean, you don't expand. Okay? You just copy. You write x minus y times x plus y. Okay? Just like that. Okay. Let's do the butterfly method again. Okay? Sa denominator naman. So, divided by, okay? So, it's like y minus x times 4. So, what do you have? 4 times y minus x. Right? Okay, I'm going to copy this operation. So, I'll have plus. And then, y plus x times 2. So, we'll have 2 times y plus x. Okay? All over the product of these two denominators. Okay? Again, do not expand. Just copy. Okay? So, you have y plus x times y minus x. Okay? So, after combining them into one fraction, so you have fraction divided by a fraction. So, madali na yan. Kasi all you have to do is to copy the numerator and then multiply it by the reciprocal of the denominator. Okay? Let's do it. So, let me write here. Okay. Okay, kung okay na sa inyo, you may want to combine like terms here. What do I mean by that? Kasi tingnan nyo to, this one is x, right? And then you have, what's this? Negative 3x. So what is x minus 3x? What do you get? You're going to get negative 2x, right? And then what about for y? You have y, and then you have positive y. So what's that? You'll get plus 2y here. Okay? And then I'm just going to copy the denominator. Okay? We have x minus y, x plus y. Okay? Multiplied by the reciprocal of the denominator. Okay? But notice that y plus x can be written as x plus y, right? So, let me write that in this form, x plus y. What about y minus x? How am I going to write this in this form? X minus y. Paano natin siya isusulat na ganon? All you have to do is to factor out a negative 1. Okay? So, bakit ko ginagawa yan? Para maging kamukha niya to. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to write y minus x in this way. Alright? Okay, so, pero dito ko nilalagay ang negative here. So, I'm going to have negative of x minus y. Alright? And then, what about the denominator? Here, let's simplify. You have 4y plus 2y. So, what do you get? You'll get 6y. Right? What about for x? You have negative 4x plus 2x. What do you get? Minus 2x. Okay? And then we try to simplify. Okay? So, tingnan natin anong makakancel here. X plus y. What else? X minus y. Okay? Ano pa? Meron pa. Okay? Tingnan nyo ang 2x plus 2y. Okay? You can take negative 2 outside. Okay? If you do that, anong maiiwan? If you take 2 negative outside, you're going to have positive x minus y. Right? But don't forget this negative sign here. Okay? So, may negative kayo dyan. So, ito magiging positive 2 na. Okay? Okay. What about the denominator? Okay? How are we going to simplify this? Okay? I think we can factor out negative 2. And then, anong mangyayari? If I take negative 2 outside, we're going to have x. Unahin ko na yung x. Okay? And then, minus 3y. Okay? Magka-cancel pa itong 2. So, your final answer is x minus y over what? You may want to distribute this negative sign here. So, you're going to have negative times x. You will get negative x. Ito, negative times negative 3y, you'll get positive 3y. So, that's why you're going to have 3y minus x. This is the final answer. Okay? So, it looks complicated, pero kapag nag-practice kayo ng nag-practice, magiging madali na siya sa inyo. Okay, so this is our third example. Okay, but this time, I'm not going to do the first method. Like, I'm not going to simplify the numerator. Okay, and then simplify the denominator. I'm not going to do that. Let's use another method. Okay, so, ang sinasabi kong second method is, we find the LCD, okay, that we can multiply both the numerator and the denominator. Okay, so let me teach you an effective method on how to get the LCD. Para hindi na kayo manghuhula, iwas mali din. Alright? So, ang gagawin ninyo is, titingnan nyo muna lahat ng denominators. Kunyari, alasan ba yung mga denominator dito? So, you have 2, you have x cubed, you have x squared, you have 4, you have 2x. Right? Mukha siyang madami. Okay? Mukhang mahaba yung ituturo ko sa inyo. But, kapag na-master nyo na yung technique, okay na. Okay? Magiging mabilis na kayo. Okay? So, parang ganito lang yun. Yung isusulat nyo dito lahat ng denominator. So, you have 2, you have x cubed, you have x squared, you have 4, and then you have 2x. Okay? And then you try to factor. Ang 2, wala naman yung factor. It's like 1 times 2 lang. So, you simply write 2. X cubed is x times x times x. Okay? Pero, hindi mo siya i-align sa 2 kasi hindi sila magkapareho. Right? So, ganito yung gagawin nyo. X times x times x. Okay? Kapag walang kapareho, hindi mo i-align. Okay? Tingnan nyo to. X squared. Diba? It's x times x. So, since may kapareho siya, i-align ninyo. Like that. Okay? What about 4? It's 2 times 2, right? So, since kapareho siya ng 2 na to, i-align mo yung isang 2. Pero, since wala na yung isa pang 2, kasi 2 times 2, you make another column here. Like that. Okay? And then finally, for 2x, it's 2 times x. May kaparehong 2 dito, and then isang x. I-align nyo dito. Okay? So, this is how you get the LCD. So, what is the LCD? You bring down all the columns. So, you'll have 2, This one is x, x, and then another x. Okay, and then 2. If you simplify, you'll get 4x cubed. Okay, so this is the LCD. Again, hindi ito kagaya nung method 1, yung kanina nating method. Iba to. Okay? Ang gagawin ko dito sa LCD, I'm going to multiply the numerator by the LCD. What is the LCD? 4x cubed. Okay? And I'm also going to multiply the denominator by the LCD. Alright? So, all you have to do is to distribute. It's like 4x cubed times 1/2. What do you get? So, let me write the answer here. Okay? So, 1/2 times 4x cubed, kakancel yung 2 at saka 4. Ito magiging 2 na lamang. So, you're going to have 2x cubed. Wala na yung denominator. What about here? Okay? What is 4 over x cubed times 4x cubed? Okay? Kapag hindi kaya, you may want to write here sa scratch work ninyo 4 over x cubed times 4x cubed. Like that. Okay? Para makita nyo na, magka-cancel yung x cubed. Alright? So, ang matitira sa inyo, 16. Okay? So, wala na yan. Wala nang denominator. Tapos na. Okay? Mag-move on na kayo dito. Okay? I-distribute nyo rin ang 4x cubed. Okay? Again, pag hindi kaya to, if you don't know how to deal with this, 1 over x squared times 4x cubed, dito ulit sa scratch, sulat kayo. 1 over x squared times 4x cubed. So, mas madali nyo makikita na, this one will cancel. Magka-cancel out sila. So, what do you have? 4x. Okay? And then you continue. 4x cubed times 1 over 4. Okay? So, dapat makita nyo, magka-cancel yung 4. And then you'll have x cubed. Okay? And then finally, here. What is 1 over 2x times 4x cubed? What do you get? You'll have 2x squared. Diba? Okay. And then, we try to simplify. Anong meron dito? You can factor out 2. Sige, 2. Tapos, you'll have x cubed minus 8. Right? What about in the denominator? I think we can factor out x. If we do that, factor out x. Okay? So, what do I have here? 4 plus x squared plus 2x. Right? So, wala namang nag-cancel, no? Okay? Pero, take note, x cubed minus 8 is still factorable. So, we factor x cubed minus 8. We recall difference of 2 cubes. Okay? So, I'm just going to copy 2 here. What are the factors of x cubed minus 8? It's x minus 2 times x squared plus 2x plus 4. Right? So, over, this one is x. Okay. I-arrange natin ito. Okay? Unahin natin si x squared. Ito yon. Followed by 2x. Okay? And then, followed by 4. Okay? So, nag-rearrange lang ako. Right? Para makita nyo na this will cancel out. Okay? So, the final answer is equal to what? 2x minus 4 over x. So this is the final answer. Okay? So you may want to try the first method. What is that again? You simplify the numerator. Okay? Anong ibig sabihin nun? You combine this into one fraction. Okay? And then, you also combine this into one fraction. Okay? And then, you proceed to division of fractions. Okay? Okay. Okay. For this example, we're going to apply the two methods that we learned. Okay? Okay, so let's have the first method. Ano nga ulit yun? We try to simplify the numerator and the denominator. Gagawin natin siyang isang fraction lamang. Okay? But I think itong numerator natin, the 9x squared minus 4y squared, okay na yan. Okay? So, kung gusto nyong talagang may gawin dyan sa numerator, you may want to factor. Okay? So, sige, mag-factor na tayo. So, we have 3x minus 2y. Okay? And then, you have 3x plus 2y. Okay? Yan lang. Wala na kayong ibang gagawin sa numerator. Okay? So, denominator. Okay? Let's combine this into one fraction. Okay? Question. Pwede bang gamitin ang butterfly method? Yes, of course. Kasi ang 1, ang denominator niyan is 1. Okay? So, you have y minus 2x at saka 1. So, wala naman silang common factor aside from 1. So, you can perform or you can use the butterfly method. So, again, paano yun nag-work? It's like 1 times x minus y, you have x minus y. Okay? And then, I'm going to copy the minus sign here. So, minus. And then, y minus 2x times 1, you'll have y minus 2x. Okay? All over. You multiply these two fractions. You multiply these two denominators. What do you get? You'll have y minus 2x. Okay? Alright. Okay, so what do we do next? You copy the numerator and then multiplied by the reciprocal of the denominator. Let's do that. So, let me write. Let me copy 3x minus 2y times 3x plus 2y. Okay? Multiplied by the reciprocal of the denominator. So, yung denominator, I'll have what? Y minus 2x over, so ito yung y minus 2x over, let's try to simplify this expression. So, ang x, di ba, meron kang x dito. And then you have negative times negative 2x, you have positive 2x. So, x plus 2x, you'll get 3x, right? And then what about for y? You have negative y here, and then another negative y here. So, what do you get? Minus 2y. Okay? Tapos, check nyo kung may magka-cancel. Yan yun. Alright? So, simplifying further, what do you get? You'll have 3x plus 2y, okay, times y minus 2x. Okay? You may want to perform the FOIL method. First term, here. What do you get? Okay, you'll get 3xy. Outer terms, you will get negative 6x squared. Okay, inner terms, what do you get? You'll get 2y squared. What about the last terms? You will get minus 4xy. Okay? So, we collect like terms, this one and this one. Okay? And then, your final answer is, so, unahin ko lang si x. So, negative 6x squared. And then, ito, ano yan? Minus xy. And then, 2y squared. Okay? So, this is the final answer. Okay? Okay. So, this is method 1. Okay. So, balik tayo sa example kanina. Okay? But this time, we're going to use the second method. Ano nga ulit yun? We multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the LCD. Okay? So, ano yung sabi ko sa inyo? Titingnan nyo lang yung denominator. So, ano ba yung mga denominator na nakikita nyo? Yay! Isa lang. Eto. Actually, may denominator naman itong mga to, kaso 1. So, pwede nyo nang i-ignore. So, ang LCD niyan is simply y minus 2x. Okay? So, paano nga ulit yun? We multiply the numerator by y minus 2x. Okay? We also multiply the denominator by y minus 2x. Okay? And then, we distribute. Okay? Ano kayang mangyayari? Okay? So, huwag kayong mag-multiply, huwag kayong mag-expand. Mas maganda, naka-factor na yan. Okay? You don't perform FOIL method here. Okay? Do not expand. Do not multiply. Okay? Kung kayang i-factor, mag-factor. Okay? So, kunyari, itong, instead of multiplying this 2, i-factor ko na lang to. So, anong factors ulit nga niyan? It's 3x minus 2y, right? 3x plus 2y. Tapos, ilalagay ko lang dito yung y minus 2x. Okay? Kasi nga, i-multiply dito. Okay? Pero wag i-expand. Okay? Divided by, distribute, y minus 2x times this. Kita nyo, magka-cancel to. Tsaka ito. So, you only have x minus y. Right? And then, I'm going to copy the minus sign here. So, minus. And then, y minus 2x times 1, what do you have? Y minus 2x. Right? Okay, we simplify further. So, sa taas, wala na talaga tayong magagawa. All you have to do is to copy. So, kakopy ko lang to. Like this. Okay? And then, we simplify the denominator. What do you have? It's x minus a negative 2x. So, you're going to have positive 3x. Okay? For y, we have negative y minus y. So, you'll have minus 2y here. So, ayan na. May magka-cancel na. Alright? Okay. And then, you perform the FOIL method here. And then, you will get the final answer. And then, you see, pareho lang ng nakuha natin kanina. Right? Okay. So, ano na? You perform the FOIL method and you should be getting negative 6x squared minus xy plus 2y squared. Okay? Please verify. Okay, so let's have this last example. Okay? So, this is a complex fraction. Okay na sana, no? Because the numerator is just 1. It's so easy. Pero tingnan nyo naman yung denominator. Okay? Napaka-complex niya. Ang technique dyan, mag-start kayo sa pinakailalim. Okay? Okay? So, where is that? Here. Okay? You try to simplify this first. Tapos, paakyat. Okay? Also, remember, if you have 1 divided by a fraction, like that, the answer is B over A. So, kukunin nyo lang yung reciprocal. Okay? Okay, so let's simplify 1 plus 1 over x here. Okay, so again, you may use the butterfly method para mas mabilis. Kasi ito ay over 1. Okay, so paano yon? X times 1, you have x. And then plus 1 times 1, you get 1. Over 1 times x, you have x. Okay, so this complex fraction can be written in this way. 1 over 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 over, okay, I'm going to write x plus 1 over x. Right? Here. Okay? So, let's try to simplify this expression. Okay? So, anong gagawin ko? This one is equal to, so I'm going to have 1 plus, what is 1 over a fraction? You just take the reciprocal, so it becomes x over x plus 1. Right? And this one is equal to, use the butterfly method again. X plus 1 times 1, you have x plus 1. Right? And then, plus, this is over 1. 1 times x, you have x all over x plus 1. Okay? So, if you simplify, this becomes what? 2x plus 1 over x plus 1. Okay? So, let's rewrite again the complex fraction. It becomes 1 over 1 plus 1 over, I'm going to replace this box by 2x plus 1 over x plus 1. So, let's have that. 2x plus 1 over x plus 1. Okay? And then, we simplify this. Okay? So, what do you have? You'll have 1. I'll copy this. 1 plus, what is 1 over a fraction? You take the reciprocal of this. So, you'll have x plus 1 over 2x plus 1. Okay? If you combine this into one fraction, what are you going to have? This is 2x plus 1. 2x plus 1 plus x plus 1. Okay? Simplifying, what do you have? So, in the denominator, you have 2x plus 1. In the numerator, you have 2x plus x. You have 3x. And then 1 plus 1, you have 2. So, yung box equals sa 3x plus 2 over 2x plus 1. And then finally, what is our answer? What is 1? Here. Sige, let me write. 1 over 3x plus 2 over 2x plus 1. Okay? Saan equal yan? Equal yan sa, just take the reciprocal. It's 2x plus 1 over 3x plus 2. This is the final answer. Okay? The daughter will solve 2 more complex fractions for you. Please feel free to pause this video to solve this problem on your own. Nakuha nyo ba ang mga tamang sagot? Great job!